Hello and welcome to Inside Line. Today we look at some of the surprises in store at next week's Paris Motor Show. We also preview some of the high-tech safety devices Ford has packed into its new Mondeo. But first, HSV has launched a new range of hot Holdens, but hasn't turned the wick up on its V8 engines. What do you think of this, Matt?
Well, it's an interesting move from HSV. They've decided not to change their power outputs on their engines despite the upgrade to the new model HSV, but instead leaving Ford to reign supreme in the Aussie-built muscle car.
That's right. I mean, Ford's got this supercharged V8 engine, and basically, for the first time, as far as I can remember, they rule the roost.
Exactly. It's a bit of a surprise, but HSV says that they're focusing on technology. They've got this new data logging system, and it looks interesting. It can measure the amount of Gs you get when you're driving the car, and also do lap times and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Holden is saying that FPV isn't a rival, that, you know, Mercedes-Benz and BMW are their rivals, but it's a bit like, you know, the St Kilda captain saying Collingwood aren't rivals for the flag.
Yeah.
It's a bit silly. Anyway, while we're talking about new technology, the new Mondeo is here, and it's full of safety gadgets you'd normally see on a luxury car. Let's run us through this, Matt.
Well, there's a few things to go through here, Rich.
Yeah.
It's got a new blind spot system that'll tell you as the driver if there's something on your blind spot that you can't see, maybe in your mirror. It's also got a handy thing that's a driver drowsiness alert system, which will tell you, you know, if it thinks you're going to get a bit tired, then it'll snap you out of it.
Yeah, and it's also got lane departure warning, and these are all things that were basically seem to have come from the Volvo range, and of course Volvo was once part of the Ford stable, so it looks like Ford's taking advantage of their ownership of Volvo to trickle down some of this high technology into the normal sort of run-of-the-mill cars, which is good news for us.
Yeah, and as far as we know, it's the first car under $50,000 to get that sort of safety equipment. It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty exciting stuff. And there's more excitement in store next week when the car industry descends on Paris for the motor show. And as usual, Matt, everyone's trying to get the jump on the opposition by revealing cars before the show.
They sure are. Look, a while ago, Renault revealed its Desire concept, which was a strange-looking thing.
I remember that one, yes.
And another strange French one, the new Citroën that's come out, and it's a bit of a weird-looking thing. It's called the Lacoste concept, and it's based on basically a moon buggy lookalike sort of thing. And it's in working in tandem with the brand Lacoste, which is a French brand. So.
Yeah, well, the French do quirky like no one else, don't they? But there's also the Italians. Obviously, the Lamborghini Jota is going to be a real one to watch at the motor show. Replacement for the Murcielago.
Yeah.
7-litre V12.
Yeah, and 525 kilowatts or something. Supposed to be able to do 350 kilometres an hour and 0 to 100 in 3 seconds.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Sounds like it's going to be a big show. But that's all for our show this week. Until next time, for all your motoring news and reviews, head to Drive.com.au.